Hello, good afternoon, students. I am Dr. Akhil Sheikh. Today we will discuss eigenvalues and eigenvectors. This is the most important and easy topic of linear algebra. Now here, eigenvalues and eigenvectors. Let A equals to Aij n by n. This is the Aij is the n by n matrix. B any n root square matrix and lambda is a scalar. The matrix A minus lambda I is called characteristic matrix of A. Here I is the unit matrix of order n. Remember that to find eigenvalues and eigenvector, the given matrix should be a square matrix. The equation determinant of A minus lambda I equals to 0 is called characteristic equation of matrix A. The roots of the characteristic equation determinant of A minus lambda I equals to 0 are called characteristic roots or characteristic values or latent roots or eigenvalues of the matrix capital A. The set of eigenvalues of A is called the spectrum of capital A. Now here, eigenvector. If lambda is eigenvalue of an n by n matrix, then a non-zero vector capital X such that A minus lambda I into X equal to 0 is called characteristic vector or eigenvector of capital A corresponding to eigenvalue lambda. These are simple and basic definitions of eigenvalues and eigenvectors. Now here, note the eigenvalues of a Hermitian matrix are real. The eigenvalues of a real symmetric matrix are also real. The eigenvalues of a skew Hermitian matrix are either purely imaginary or zero. Remember here, eigenvalues for Hermitian as well as real symmetric matrix are real. The eigenvalues of skew symmetric matrix are either purely imaginary or zero. Means point number 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 are same. The eigenvalues of a unitary matrix are of unit modulus, that is 1. Now, the eigenvalues of an orthogonal matrix is also a unit modulus since every such matrix is unitary. If matrix is A into n transpose equals to I, then its eigenvalues also unit modulus, which means that the eigenvalues are unity. Now here, procedure to find eigenvalues. First of all, we solve determinant of A minus lambda equal to 0. If we use usual method, it is difficult to solve this equation for 3 by 3 matrix. If A is 2 by 2 matrix, then we use simple formula lambda square minus S1 lambda plus determinant of A equal to 0. If the given matrix capital A is 3 by 3, then we use lambda cube minus S1 lambda square plus S2 lambda minus determinant of A equal to 0. You note that the sign are alternating starting with positive, means first sign is plus and minus. Now here S1 stands for sum of diagonal elements of capital A. S2 stands for sum of minus of diagonal elements of capital A. Now this is the procedure to find eigenvalues. Next here, procedure to find eigenvectors. solve A minus lambda I into X equal to 0 for the corresponding eigenvalue lambda. Then we get non-zero eigenvector capital X. Means for every eigenvalue we solve this equation, we will get the corresponding eigenvector capital X, which will be a non-zero. Now here, there are some properties of eigenvalues. First, if we assume here the given matrix is here n by n, so we get here n eigenvalues. If the given matrix is 2 by 2, so we get 2 eigenvalues. If the matrix is 3 by 3, then we get 3 eigenvalues. Now here, we assume here given matrix is of order n by n. So if lambda 1, lambda 2 up to lambda n are the eigenvalues of the matrix A, then k lambda 1, k lambda 2 up to k lambda n are also eigenvalues of k into A, where k is any constant. The eigenvalues of A inverse are the reciprocals of the eigenvalues of capital A. For example, if lambda 1, lambda 2 up to lambda n are the eigenvalues of capital A, then the eigenvalues of A inverse will be here. Its reciprocal means 1 by lambda 1, 1 by lambda 2 up to 1 by lambda n. If lambda 1, lambda 2 up to lambda n are the eigenvalues of A, then lambda 1 raised to the power k, lambda 2 raised to the power k up to lambda n raised to the power k are the eigenvalues of A raised to the power k. For example, suppose I have given that lambda 1 and lambda 2 are the eigenvalues of capital A. Then we have to find the eigenvalues of A raised to the power 4. So by using this property number 3, we get lambda 1 raised to the power 4, lambda 2 raised to the power 4 will be the eigenvalue of A raised to the power 4. Here, if lambda 1, lambda 2 up to lambda n are eigenvalues of a non-singular matrix capital A. Here non-singular means whose determinant is not equal to 0. Then determinant of A divided by lambda 1, determinant of A divided by lambda 2 up to determinant of A divided by lambda n are the eigenvalues of adjoint of A. Actually, this is the list from this equation, and we know that here adjoint formula A inverse equals to 1 upon determinant of A into adjoint of A into adjoint of A. Now here we have to find the value of adjoint of A. So we get adjoint of A equals to determinant of A into A inverse, and A inverse can be written as determinant of A divided by capital A. Now here if we are given the matrix A has the eigenvalue lambda 1, lambda 2, then just replacing matrix A by lambda 1. So we get here determinant of A divided by lambda 1, determinant of A divided by lambda 2 will be the eigenvalues of the given matrix, means adjoint of A. Next, eigenvalues of the matrix capital A is equals to the eigenvalues of A transpose, means eigenvalues of transpose of matrix and actual matrix are same. Here, maximum number of eigenvalues is equals to size of A, means if the given matrix is here n by n, so we have n eigenvalues. If the order of the given matrix is 3 by 3, we will get 3 eigenvalues. Now, Next one here, sum of eigenvalues equals to trace of A, or we can say that trace of A nothing but sum of diagonal elements of capital A. This is the most important property. Again, product of eigenvalues equals to determinant of A. This is also important property. Most of the examples are depends on these two properties. Fine. Next property here, diagonal matrix. Eigenvalues are the diagonal elements themselves. This is also important property. Here, suppose I have given the matrix, or I say that unit matrix 1, 0, 0, 1. This is the given matrix capital A. And here we have to find the eigenvalues of this matrix. But by using formula, we have to find lambda square minus S1 lambda plus determinant of A equal to 0. Then we have to simplify this term. Then we have to find the roots of the given quadratic equation. But instead of that, if we observe the given matrix, we see that these are diagonal elements. So eigenvalues are nothing but its diagonal elements. Means lambda will be 1, 1. To higher order matrices also. Next, similar matrices have same eigenvalues. Two matrices, say matrix A and B, are said to be similar if there exists a non-singular matrix P such that B equals to P inverse AP. Now, we discuss here some examples depending on these properties and definitions. This is the first example. Find the matrix. For the matrix 4, 1, 1, 4, the eigenvalues are. Now to find the eigenvalues of this matrix, there are two methods. First one is here. See, method 1. This is the usual method, but in terms of any quantitative MCQ questions form, we always use second method. Here A equals to given matrix 4, 1, 1, 4. Now we just find determinant of A minus lambda I equal to 0. For simplicity, we just add minus lambda to diagonal elements. So we get here 4 minus lambda and 4 minus lambda are the remaining elements as it is. Then this is the 2 by 2 matrix. So we use the formula lambda square minus S1 lambda plus determinant of A equals to 0. Here, so nothing but sum of diagonal elements of capital A means 4 plus 4. We get 8. That is S1. Determinant of A is here 4 4 is 14, 4 4 is 16 minus 1, that is 15. So we get 5 and 3 as the factors. The multiples of 15 are here 5 and 3. 5 is the 15. Other one here 15 into 1. But when you observe that the sum of 5 and 3 is 8. So obviously these are the factors. So we take here lambda minus 5, lambda minus 3 means sum of this term should be there and product of this term should be there. So lambda equals to 3 and 5. This is the option C. This is the correct option is C. Now this is the long method to solve MCQ questions. Or this is the usual method which had been used in degree course. Now here we have to find the eigenvalues of this term. We know that from property of eigenvalues, the sum of eigenvalues is equals to trace of the matrix, and trace of a matrix A nothing but the sum of diagonal elements. If you observe here, these are diagonal elements, and the sum is here 4 plus 4 is 8, and we know that the trace of A is equals to sum of diagonal elements, which is equals to sum of eigenvalues. From these four options, we observe that first option is sum is here 3 minus 3 0, which will be discarded. In second option here, sum will be minus 8, will be discarded. Only third option is applicable, whose sum is 3 plus 5 8, means 4 plus 4 8, 5 plus 3 is 8. Here, this is the method 2. Sum of eigenvalues, which is equals to trace of A. Trace of A nothing but sum of diagonal elements. Sum of diagonal elements. Here, given matrix is 2 by 2. The order of given matrix is 2 by 2. So we assume here lambda 1 and lambda 2 are the eigenvalues. So I just take here lambda 1 plus lambda 2 equals to trace of A is 4 plus 4 8. So only option satisfies this condition. Next example. The eigenvalues of the matrix 4 minus 2 minus 2 1. There are four options. Again, we use the same concept here. Observe here. The sum of diagonal elements is here 5. 4 plus 1 is 5. So check here. 4 plus 1 is 5. This is one option. Another option is plus 1. This can be discarded. 5 plus 0. It means that option, either option A or option C. Out of these two options, there is only one option is correct, either A or C. This D option also discarded. So to find the eigenvalues, we use method 1. Because by using method 2, this is not possible to identify which one is the eigenvalue, because there are two options whose sum is 5. So I just write here lambda square minus S1 lambda plus determinant of A equal to 0. So S1 is sum of diagonal elements of A, which is 5. Determinant of A is here 4 1s are 4, minus times minus 2 into minus 2 is plus 4. So we get here 0. So it remains lambda square minus 5 lambda equal to 0. Taking lambda common from this equation, we get lambda times lambda minus 5 equal to 0. So we get here lambda equal to 0 and 5. So option C is the correct option. This is the discard. Next example. Eigenvalues of a matrix S. We are given this matrix S instead of capital A. 3 2 2 3 are 5 and 1. We have given that eigenvalues. What are the eigenvalues of the matrix S square? Now here we have to find the eigenvalues of the S square, that is S into S. Now here it is difficult to find S square, then its eigenvalues. It is time consuming. To find the eigenvalues of S square, if the given matrix S is given, then obviously we will use the property of eigenvalue. Now we know that here, if lambda 1, lambda 2, given matrix is here 2 by 2, I just take here lambda 1 and lambda 2. Lambda 1 and lambda 2 are the eigenvalues of capital A. Are eigenvalues of capital A. Then the eigenvalues of the matrix A raised to power n will be lambda 1 raised to the power n, lambda 2 raised to the power n. In this example, the power n nothing but here 2. N is nothing but here 2. So obviously, if this is lambda 1, this is lambda 2, and here we have to find the eigenvalue of S square. So the option will be here 5 square and 1 square. Is lambda 1 square, lambda 2 square will be the answer. Means here 5 square is 25, 1 square is 1. This will be the option. This is the explanation here. If lambda 1, lambda 2 are the eigenvalues of capital A, then the eigenvalues of A square are lambda 1 square, lambda 2 square. So as S has eigenvalues 5 and 1, which is given, hence S square has eigenvalues 5 square and 1 square, means 25 and 1. Hence option A is correct. Next question is here. The eigenvalues and corresponding eigenvectors of a 2 by 2 matrix are given by. We have given eigenvalues, lambda 1 is 8, lambda 2 is 4, and eigenvectors are here v1, 1, 1, v2, 1, minus 1. The matrix is. Now here we have to find the matrix for the given eigenvalues and eigenvectors. Again here we solve this example by using the property. Just observe here, the sum of eigenvalues is nothing but here 8 plus 4 is here 12. Sum of eigenvalues here 12. Check here the matrix B, whose sum of diagonal elements is 8. Matrix C, whose sum of diagonal element is here 4. Matrix D, the sum of whose diagonal element is here 8. Means these three options are wrong or discarded. In this case, in option A, the sum of diagonal elements is here 12. There is only one matrix whose sum of diagonal elements is 12. We can also say that trace of the given matrix is 12. So sum is 12. So option A is correct option. In this example, there is no use of these eigenvectors. We just find the row data of eigenvalues. This explanation: sum of eigenvalues, that is lambda 1 plus lambda 2 equals to, which is given 8 plus 4 is 12, which is equal trace of A. Means option A is correct.
This is the next example. For a given matrix A equals to, this is 3 by 3 matrix. One of the eigenvalue is 3. The other two eigenvalues are, we have given one of the eigenvalue and we have to find two other eigenvalues. This is the 3 by 3 matrix. It means that it has 3 eigenvalues. Now, to find eigenvalue of the given matrix by using usual method, it will be very difficult. So in this case, we use properties of eigenvalues. Now here we know that sum of eigenvalues is equals to the trace of A. Trace nothing but the sum of diagonal elements. It is also called as trace. So we just assume this given eigenvalue as a lambda 1. We assume given value as a lambda 1. So we can write it as, or we can check it as, the sum of eigenvalues is equals to the sum of diagonal elements. Now here the sum is here 2 minus 1 plus 0 is, we get here 1. We get his sum 1. Means which option giving one value when we add lambda 1 in this equation. If we add 3 in option A, we get here 0. If we add 3 in option B, we get 1. So obviously B option is 1 here. This is the correct answer. Now in option C, we get here 10. In option D, we get here 11. So option B is the correct answer. This is the explanation. Now here, sum of eigenvalues is equals to trace of the given matrix. We just assume a given matrix is here 3 by 3. So we assume here 3 eigenvalues lambda 1, lambda 2 and lambda 3 is equals to trace of A, means these are the diagonal elements. It is equals to 1. We assume here given eigenvalue is equals to lambda 1. So lambda 1 equals to 3. So it becomes, we just substitute here lambda 1 equals to 3. It becomes 1 minus 3 is minus 2. So lambda 2 plus lambda 3 equals to minus 2. Means option B gives here sum is equals to minus 2. Next example. If a square matrix capital A is a real and symmetric, if a square matrix capital A is real and symmetric, then the eigenvalues are, the given matrix is symmetric, which is also real. Now here option A is here are always real. Second option are always real and positive, are always real and non-negative. Third option, and fourth option is here occurs in complex conjugate pairs. But here from properties we know that if the given matrix is symmetric and Hermitian, then its eigenvalues are always real. If the given matrix is skew symmetric and skew Hermitian, then its eigenvalues are purely imaginary or 0. You have to remember this property. So by using this property, we know that here if the given matrix is real and symmetric, then its eigenvalues are always real. This is the correct answer. But here in option B, are always real and positive. But this is wrong. Because here option B is here indicates here always real and positive. But it may be positive, In option C are always real and non-negative. If the given matrix is symmetric, then the eigenvalues may be positive, negative, or zero. We can't say which is positive or negative. Hence, option is correct here. The eigenvalues of any symmetric matrix is always real, so option is correct. This is the explanation. Now, next here, the eigenvalues of the matrix P 4, 5, 2 minus 5 are. This is the 2 by 2 matrix. Again, we know that it has two eigenvalues. Now here, the sum of eigenvalues is equal to sum of its diagonal element, that is trace of the matrix. So if we observe here, 4 minus 5 is equal to minus 1. We get sum is minus 1. So observe here, minus 7 and 8 means minus 7 plus 8, we get 1. This is not possible. Minus 6 and plus 5 is we get minus 1. So obviously option B is correct. This is again not possible. 4 plus 3 is 7. 2 plus 1 is 3. This is also not possible. So this is the explanation here. Trace of P is equal to sum of eigenvalues. Here trace is nothing but diagonal elements. 4 minus 5, which is equal to minus 1. And from option we observe that minus 1 is nothing but option B is here. So option B is here correct answer. Now, next example. How many of the following matrices have an eigenvalues 1? Now there are 4 matrices. Now it is not possible to find the eigenvalues of all matrices by using usual method. So in this case we have to use again property. There is one property. If the given matrix is diagonal or in terms of triangular, then its diagonal elements will be its eigenvalues. So observe your first matrix here. This is the diagonal matrix. Means obviously its eigenvalues will be 1 and 0. Its eigenvalues here 1 and 0. Second option here, second matrix. This is the upper triangular matrix with diagonal elements as 0. Means its eigenvalues will be 0, 0. Next, this is not an either triangular or diagonal matrix. Next, again this is lower triangular matrix. Then its diagonal elements will be its eigenvalues. Means it is minus 1, minus 1. Now, we have to solve this matrix, remaining matrix, by using usual method to check its eigenvalues is either 1 or other than 1. So this is the explanation here. Eigenvalues of first matrix are 1, 0. Eigenvalues of second matrix are 0, 0. Eigenvalues of this third matrix is minus 1, nothing but its diagonal elements. Next, eigenvalues of the remaining matrix, that is 1, minus 1, 1, 1, are given by using usual method. This is the given is 2 by 2 matrix. So I just write here equation in terms of quadratic form, lambda square minus s1 lambda plus determinant of a equals to 0. Here S1 stands for sum of diagonal elements of A. Here these are diagonal elements, 1 plus 1 is 2. So S1 is 2. Then determinant of A is here 1 into 1 minus 1 into 1 minus 1. This becomes minus plus 1, that is 2. So lambda square minus twice lambda plus 2 equal to 0. This is the quadratic equation. Now we can solve the given quadratic equation by using formula. The formula is here. If the given equation is of type if the given equation in terms of ax square plus bx plus c equals to 0. This is the quadratic equation. Now here we have to find its roots, or we can say that the values of x. So formula is here, x equals to minus b times plus minus under root of b square minus 4ac dividing by twice a. In this case, a is here, a equals to 1, in this case a equals to 1, b equals to minus 2, and c equals to 2. So using these values in this equation, we get lambda equals to minus times minus 2 plus minus under root of minus 2 square minus 4 into 8, 4 into 2, 8. So it remains minus minus plus 2 plus minus. Now this becomes minus 2 square is 4. 4 minus 8 is minus 4. This is 2 plus minus root minus 4 dividing by 2. Now here root minus 4 is nothing but root minus 4 equals to, by using laws of indices or surds, it is root minus 1 into root 4, and root minus 1 equals to I is here imaginary number, and square root of 4 is here 2. So I just write here twice I instead of root minus 4. Dividing each term by 2, we get 1 plus minus I. So these roots are complex or imaginary. So we can say that there is only one matrix which has eigenvalue 1. So option A is correct, that is 1. In this case, we use property of diagonal and triangular matrix and simplifying this term. In this case, you can directly find the values of this term by using rough calculations, and you will get the answer. Here only first matrix has eigenvalue 1, and other matrix eigenvalue 0 0. This matrix has eigenvalue complex number. These are all minus 1 minus 1. Means answer is A. Option is A. Thank you.